Hello and welcome to Blue and Orange Classics 1986 playoff. Game 3 at Shea Stadium. The series switches to New York, and we follow the train ride in on the intro, which was such a sweet move by ABC. There's Big Shea coming on the 7 train. And of course, it's going to be Ron Darling against Bob Knepper. And Ron Darling pitching in his first ever MLB postseason game, but no stranger to the big stage and a tremendous pitcher in college for the Yale Bulldogs. Once pitched 11 no-hit innings against Frank Viola. That's the greatest game ever pitched in college baseball, they say. Look at that year he had in '86. Beautiful year. Comes in 5th in the Cy Young Award voting. One of Darling's issues was the bases on balls. Right here we see Billy Hatcher batting second in the lineup, chopping up the middle, and Gary Carter was stellar on defense, especially in his prime with the Expos, but could not throw runners out in 1986, only 28%, and Hatcher takes advantage. The Astros will take advantage all day, specifically Hatcher. And after the stolen base, a little blooper, and in comes Hatcher with the first run, and that's huge. Strawberry, nice throw all the way to the plate on a fly. And then we have Darling, that nasty little breaking ball right through the zone. Catches Kevin Bass looking. So he's trying to scrap to get out of the first. But Jose Cruz, big 2-out hit into left field. Slow enough so that Walling can score standing. 2-0 lead. Astros are seizing the momentum of this series. Remember, after splitting at the Astrodome, now we're down to a best-of-5 series. And they're trying to take a game at Shea. Ronnie D, such a great athlete, beautiful spin move. They pick Glenn Davis off. The New York fans look shocked. Wait, it's 2-0? And here's Bob Knepper. Can best be described as a crafty lefty, mixing speeds, sort of a Bob Ojeda type. And here he goes with the nasty down and in slider. Mookie's like, ooh, And Ronnie D walks batter in the second inning. And that was a big problem for him. In 1985, he actually led the league in walks. And that really comes back to haunt the Mets as Bill Doran goes yard just under the big scoreboard at Shea. And it's 4-0 in the top of the second. Astros have seized the momentum. Gary Carter almost a little bad throw back to Darling to kind of try to wake him up. And Ron Darling will wake up. 4-0, terrible hole to put your team in, but he's going to hold the line there, even though runners are just going off on Gary Carter. There's Hatcher snagging another base, putting himself in scoring position, but Ron Darling gets out of it. Now all Darling can do is try to hold him at 4. He can't change those first 2 innings, but he can try to hold the line. And Davey Johnson has prepared him for this. Davey Johnson left him in games before to try to right himself. And here we see Strawberry just waving and missing. He was 0 for 10 with 5 strikeouts against Knepper in 1986 coming into this game. Here we see Jose Cruz going too far, couldn't check the swing, doesn't agree with the call, but that is the call. And then Darling again, that downward movement, the splitter. He's really eased into the game now. He's warmed up, but he put the Mets in a 4-0 hole. Can't change that. You got to just kind of hold the line. And he really gets stronger as the game goes on. See Glenn Davis getting a hit. Could have been scored an error. I mean, Rafi Santana should come up with that short hop. It's the big leagues. And now with Davis on, a little bit of pressure on Darling. And Darryl Strawberry makes a fantastic running catch into the corner. Love the playoffs where there's an umpire down the lines, the extra umps policing the outfield. And Darryl just setting himself up for a hero today. Does it with the leather right here. Full speed, the Darryl Strawberry athleticism. Here's where we thought the Mets, maybe. Here's the comeback. We're starting the comeback. Our best pinch hitter, Lee Mazzilli's on base. Yes. This is going to be where we just chip away at Bob Knepper and get ourselves back in the game. Mookie hits the line drive, but it's right at Billy Doran. And no, sir. Stays 4-0. And the Mets are just stymied right now. The momentum is all in the direction of the Astros. So they bring in Rick Aguilera in the 6th inning. Keith gives him a little word of advice, like get people out. Thanks, Keith. Good tip. Yeah, throw strikes. throw strikes. You got 9 gloves out there. I don't know what he's saying. But the advice works. Little double play. Nice scoop. Keith said, maybe that's what Keith was saying. Let him throw it to me. I'll scoop whatever. Just digs that right out like it was a perfect throw. And Mitchell, the chop over third, kicking off an inning. Great play by Jose Cruz, holding Mitchell to a single. Mitchell took a big turn, but down 4-0. We need base runners. Got to get some runners on. And Hernandez gets under one, a bloop, and in comes Hatcher, but he can't make the catch. Does keep his hat on his head. Interesting. In the Astrodome, controlled conditions, the hat's always flying off. But at Shea, no. And Carter tops one. He's in this terrible slump. And under the glove at short. This is huge. Oh, Hal Lanier, disgusted. We got their big cleanup hitter to roll over one. Should be an out. Maybe it's second and third. Couldn't get the double play on it, but Carter would have been out. And in with the charge. Right under the glove. Big E. Hernandez has to stop at second. You see Mitchell kind of turns to look, does the stumble, catches his feet, and the Mets are on the board. And now it's 4-1. Strawberry cheering, and Strawberry jumps him. First pitch fastball, and Shea Stadium is exploding. 3-run bomb. Knepper in disbelief. Remember the 86 Mets. They could score in bunches and they could score in a hurry. And Keith Hernandez, kids, is fired up. He is just pushing around everybody. I told you, Straw. I told you. And remember, Darryl just cannot hit Knepper at all. See ball, hit ball. Simple game. And Darryl saw a first pitch fastball after a momentum turning error. Lanier cannot believe this. How does a 4-run lead disappear that quickly? And Darryl just jumped him. First pitch. Darryl's pumped for I want the curtain call. I want the heroics. Check out Lenny Dykstra here. Didn't start this day. He's all fired up. Gives him a couple of punches. Watches the shake. Lenny is really taking notes over there on this, and there's good reason. Lenny's like, so that's how you do it, Darryl, huh? You take one deep. Then you come back to the bench a hero. You work on your high fives. You get in there. Lenny taking notes on the bench. Look at him. He's watching. He's laughing. He's got the coat on right now, but later on, he is going to take that coat off. See Lenny holding the bat. That's called foreshadowing. He knows he's going to get in this game later, and he's going to be a big-time difference maker. Darryl Strawberry, hero, running catch, big 3-run bomb off a guy that owned him, and he is just pumped. Shea Stadium pumped. It's a new game. It's 4-4. Get up, everybody. After 6, tied. But the good times are short-lived, as the Mets are going to make their only error of the series right here. Ray Knight bobbles it and then makes the terrible decision to throw it. Nice job again, Strawberry the hero. Backing it up, runs it all the way in. But that's a big-time problem. We got first and third and nobody out. Double play ball. Tuffle thinks about coming home, pauses just long enough to miss the call at first. So now Astros lead, runner from third scored, and now they didn't get the double play. And look at that. Nowhere near being able to touch the base. Back in the old days, you could slide to try to break up the double play, and he was out. But no replay then. So, you know what? Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Little heater on the outside corner. And here we go. Charlie Kerfeld comes in, pitches a perfect eighth, including the behind-the-back hot dog play on Gary Carter. And I want you to file that in your memory bank. Gary Carter's having a tough series in a terrible slump, and Kerfeld kind of showed him up there. Shows up Darryl, beats him with a heater. And here we go. Hatcher would have stolen another base, but it's strike 3. And look at Gary Carter, though. The perfect roll. Did you see that? The ball went just to the tip of the mound. Yeah, that's a professional. And so now we get to the 9th inning, and we have the Mets down 1. We got to get on base. Pretty much, I think everybody in the ballpark knows. Dave Smith comes in. A lot of people thought they should have left Kerfeld in. He looked dominant. And there it is. Everybody knew he was going for the bunt. And we've got controversy at Shea Stadium. Check out the Mets dugout. We got the trainers or the grounds crew, classic New Yorkers. Bob O'Heat is going to pop himself right in between them. They're chirping at Hal Lanier. How dare you come out and question this? And this is just like the 1969 World Series at Shea Stadium. The question of, is the runner in the base path? And J.C. Martin ran to the inside to make the throw harder in 1969, gets hit in the hip. Mets actually win the game, go up 3-1 in the series. And here we got Hal Lanier. He's like, come on, at least check with the home plate ump. Davey Johnson being very zen for Davey. He's thinking, I'm not going to freak out until they say there's some reason to freak out. Right now, he's safe at first. I like how Glenn Davis just, blow the bubble. He ran out of the baseline. He did not stay in the little box he's supposed to run in. That's why I couldn't tag him. But he's just blowing the bubble. A lot of people being zen. Hal Lanier runs away. You can see Backman avoid him. Look where he is. His feet are on the grass. So, yeah, he could still reach the base, though. I think that's what the Blue was saying. Like Blue was saying he could still reach the base. Danny Heap here gets a gift. Can't bunt the high pitch. It's like a pass ball. We get the runner to second, and he doesn't get the tying run to third. Are you kidding me? And Dykstra's like, come on. At least you could have got him to third. But Lenny takes stock. Gonna take a look at this Dave Smith, and nails is clutch. And Lenny took notes. He was the one who was looking at what Strawberry did. And on this first pitch, he goes for it. Ooh, that's a big swing. And he's just like thinking, ooh, throw me that one again. Please. Throw me that again. His wife in the crowd, Terry Dykstra, get the camera right out of her face. Look at the dude in the back mugging. He knew he was in the shot. They get the camera right in her grill, and Lenny's like, throw me that again, please. And Smith does. And Smith does. And Lenny, look at that launch angle. It's deep. It's...
A high fly ball in right field. It is fairly deep. It's way back by the wall. It's a home run. A home run. The Mets win the ball game. Dykstra hits a home run. Lenny Dykstra being mobbed by his teammates.
Because nails is clutch. He saw Strawberry. He knew what to do. And he's like, I got a better shake. Why don't you all just shake me at home plate? Astros walk off. Looking for momentum, they've got none. They're now down 2-1, although they do have Mike Scott pitching in the next game. However, the Mets are going crazy. Look at the grounds crew. Oh, there's a New York salute for you. There it is. Yeah! And Shea Stadium just bouncing. Astros so stunned, they can't even move. Baseball like it ought to be. One of the worst slogans ever, but yay, catchy for the moment. Yeah, I guess it ought to be like walk-off home runs if you're the Mets. But however it ought to be, it is. And welcome to the Astro Doom. Clever out there in Queens. Kerfeld's thinking, why didn't you leave me in? Did you not see my behind-the-back play? Don't worry, Charlie. We'll get to you in Game 5. Terry Dykstra just getting mobbed in the crowd because her husband hit the ball far. The Mets take the 2-1 series lead. Jesse Orosco gets the win in relief. Dave Smith, the loss, gives up the bunt and the blast. And the Mets go up 2-1 in the series, facing Mike Scott in Game 4. This has been a Blue and Orange classic. And if you like what you see, subscribe. And we'll catch you next time on Blue and Orange Classic. The legendary Bob Murphy with the call.